Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Macy and I'm a full-time reseller. On this channel, I put out reselling content to help you succeed at your reselling business. And I hope you're excited because today we have the monthly wrap-up video! Yeah, monthly wrap-up video. What? Here we go. That's all the dancing you get for today. I'm not a dancer, but I am a reseller. And I'm going to tell you about all of my numbers over the course of this month. I'm going to tell you about my total sales, my total profit, all the data in between about my reselling business. And then I'm going to tell you guys about some of my most profitable brands over this month, some styles that were really selling well for me, some styles that you should look out for next month, everything you need to know going forward in this beautiful Q4 reselling season. So let's just dive into my numbers. Starting off, we have my total sales for this month, which were $4,316. If we break that down by site, I sell on Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, Depop, and Curtsy, so I'll talk about all of those. On Poshmark, I made $1,968. On eBay, I made $1,698. On Mercari, made $519, and on Depop and Curtsy, I made $131. And I'm going to show on the screen whether I made more or less from the prior month. So looking at those numbers, it looks like Poshmark didn't do as well for me this month as it normally does. However, eBay came in strong, and the reason for that is that I sold a Burberry puffer coat at the very beginning of the month, and that really kind of skewed all of my numbers. So I'm going to talk about my numbers with the Burberry puffer coat and without it, because it was a $400 some sale. So my profit for that was around $330, which can really mess with the numbers. So if I remove the Burberry puffer coat sale, I would have made $1,250 on eBay for this month, which is still up from September, but it is not nearly as impressive as it looks, you know, with the almost $700. Mercari was down a little bit, and Depop and Curtsy was down just a tiny bit. Okay, so let's take a look at my total profit for the month of October, and this is the selling price less any site fees like the eBay fee, Poshmark fee, so forth, any shipping costs, whether it was because I offered free shipping on eBay or Mercari, which I did during this month, or if I offered a shipping discount on Poshmark, that would go into shipping costs. And then also this deducts my cost of goods. So after all of those various fees, my total profit for this month was $2,497. And by site, on Poshmark it was $1,248. On eBay it was $916. On Mercari it was $264. And on Depop/Curtsy it was $69. Okay, let's take a look at the total number of sales that I had during the month of October, which was 199 sales. This is down a little bit from September. Let's break it down by site. I had 115 Poshmark sales. I had 50 eBay sales. I had 27 Mercari sales and 7 Depop or Curtsy sales. So now that we know how many sales I've had and how much I made, let's take a look at the average sales price per item. So overall for the month of October, my average sales price was $22. And then if I break it down by site, on Poshmark it was $17. On eBay it was $34. On Mercari it was $19. And on Depop or Curtsy, it was again $19. Everything's staying fairly consistent. Poshmark is down, which makes sense because even though I had sold the exact same number of items on Poshmark in September and October, since my average selling price was lower during the month of October, I made less money overall. And then on eBay, you can see that my average selling price is much, much higher than it was in September. But if I removed the coat sale, then it would have been $26. which would have been much more consistent, although still quite a bit higher than it was in September. So eBay really came through for me this month, which is great. I really needed that. Even more interesting of a metric is my average profit per sale. So that's when you take the total profit and divide it by the number of sales that you had. For this month, my average profit was $13 per item. By site, on Poshmark it was $11. On eBay it was $18. On Mercari it was $10. And on Depop or Curtsy, again $10. With the coat sale removed, my total average profit per sale would have been $11, which would have been completely consistent with September. And eBay would have been $12, which would have been a little bit higher than September, which was counterbalanced by the lower profit per sale on Poshmark. Okay, let's take a look at my average days to sell an item. For October, it took me 98 days on average to sell an item. It's also important to take a look at the median here because that takes away the outliers on the high end and the low end. So items that sold really quickly for me and items that took a really long time to sell don't matter whenever you're looking at the median. And the median is 69 days. So that tells me it takes me a little over 2 months to sell an item, which is up from September. And this is also an indicator that I am not getting enough items listed, because if I were getting more recent items listed, I would be selling more recently listed items, which would bring those numbers down. My camera ran out of memory. Sorry about that. Oh, also, that is an average of 5 items listed per day. I'm trying to figure out how to get more items listed. If anybody has any tips on what could help me get more items listed, just let me know. I'm trying things like getting rid of distractions. I'm trying to change up some of my processes. Really just trying anything at this point because I am having a hard time getting myself to sit down and actually focus on getting listings up. Okay, let's take a look at some of my business expenses. So for October, my total profit was $2,497. But there are some things that I take away from that to figure out how much I actually made after all the different fees that go into reselling. So I have business expenses like my Fiverr cost, which was $42, and that was to pay someone to help share my Poshmark closet every single day, multiple times a day, which is extremely helpful for bringing in sales on Poshmark. The next expense was an Upwork charge of $148, which was paid to my virtual assistant who helps me draft listings for the various sites that I sell on. She also helps me relist items on eBay every single day. And to be honest, the majority of what she had to do over this month were just eBay relists. And that really helps drive sales to eBay as well. It feeds the eBay algorithm so that eBay is happy. I had no other expenses this month. However, I did have my vendor charge of $55, which is what I use to cross-list from Poshmark to eBay and to Mercari. You can also cross-list to Depop now, but I haven't really gotten into that too much. And then I had an additional charge this month over last month, which was I spent $54 on packaging material. I bought some poly mailers, some cute printed ones just because they make me happy, and it's cute for the holiday season to have some pumpkins for Thanksgiving and some plaid for Christmas, some reindeers. It's just a lot of fun and it feels like you're receiving a present in the mail, which is great for around this time of year. Now, the big reason why I'm not listing a lot is because I am focusing on creating this YouTube channel and putting out YouTube content, and I've found that it's very difficult for me to be passionate about 2 things at once. So I'm having so much fun creating YouTube videos, and whenever I get focused on that, it's hard for me to then switch my brain over to the reselling side, and vice versa. If I spend a few days reselling and I'm fully in it, then I feel passionate about reselling, and then it's hard for me to switch back over to making YouTube content. But I am incorporating YouTube as part of my business, so I want to tell you guys a little bit about my YouTube numbers as well. So if you don't know, to be monetized on YouTube, you need to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. And becoming monetized is a goal of mine, so I am tracking how close I get to those numbers every month. So for the month of October, I had 1,770 hours of watch time, which was 44% of the way to my goal of 4,000 hours. and I also had 490 subscribers, which is 49% of the way to 1,000 subscribers. Both of which are up significantly from September, and honestly even better than I was expecting it to be. I feel like I'm progressing very quickly, which is amazing, and it's all thanks to you guys watching, so thank you so much for the support. I really, 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 really appreciate it. And my total number of videos that I had out at the end of October was 22 videos. I worked really hard in October and got 10 more videos out for you guys, which is a great amount, I think, and I would love if I could keep that up for November as well. Let's take a look at some of the fun stuff for the month of October. Let's take a look at my most profitable brands and what styles were doing the best for me. For most profitable brands, I want to break it down by site for you guys because I know not everybody sells on all three of these different platforms. So I want you to know, based on whatever site you sell on, what kind of brands sell well over there. Of course, this is also just a reflection of what I sell the most of and what I can find to pick up in my area. So it's going to be different for everybody, but it is just kind of nice to know, especially for sites like Mercari, if you don't use it very often, what kind of things to list over there to sell, you know? And the numbers that I'm telling you guys are my total profit for the brand over the course of the month. It could have been from 2 items, from 10 items. I'm just telling you the total profit that I earned by that brand. So for Poshmark, my #1 brand was American Eagle, as it always is, with $66 in profit. The second highest profitable brand was Elise Designs with $55, and I sold a prom dress by this brand, so that's what happened there. The third most profitable was Express with $39, and in fourth place, we have Old Navy with $37. And in fifth place, we have Banana Republic with $36. On eBay, my most profitable brand was Burberry. Go figure. With $331. You won't ever see that again. The second highest was American Eagle with $87. Followed up by the North Face with $49. Cachet with $35, and Talbots with $31. On Mercari, my most profitable brand was Express with $34, followed by Hollister, $29, American Eagle, $27, Harley Davidson, $19, and Logo, $16. Let's look at my top 5 categories. For the month of October, the top category was jeans. I profited $449 by selling jeans alone, and I sold 32 jeans this month. The best selling styles were the skinny jeans, the jeggings, anything that had a high rise, a button fly, maybe a raw hem. Those design features are just really popular right now. I also focused a lot on picking up plus size jeans because plus size jeans sell really quickly for me, even if it's not a great brand, which whenever you're sourcing in an area that doesn't have a ton of great brands, you really got to lean into the style and size part of reselling a little bit more. The next highest category was coats with $411, and I sold 5 coats. Obviously, you can see why this was my highest profiting category, but there are a few things that you should really be looking out for and selling in the coats category right now. If you happen to find any cropped puffer coats, those are extremely popular. Anything with a fur lining or a fur hood attracts a lot of attention, and anything with a Sherpa lining or just an overall Sherpa coat or jacket is also very popular. In third place, I sold dresses. I made a total of $385 in profit selling dresses, and I sold 28 dresses. Some of my highest profiting dresses sales came from vintage dresses, so don't pass them up if you happen to find them, especially for a good price. If it is a really fun style, if it has a lot of design features going for it, make sure to look it up and see if it might be worth a pickup. I also sold a lot of maxi dresses. It's a great time of year for maxi and midi dresses, and also sweater dresses. If you find any long sleeve or thick knit sweater dresses, bodycon is always a very popular sweater dress style. Those would be good as well. In fourth place, I sold shoes, $192 worth of shoes, and I sold 14 of them. Of course, the most shoes that I sold were boots and booties. Specifically, lace-up boots or duck boots are very popular. Also, over-the-knee boots. As soon as I saw those, I knew that if I picked them up, they would sell fast. Really, so many different types of boots are selling right now, though. You almost can't go wrong. Of course, high quality shoes like leathers will get you more money. If you're out and about, definitely don't skip over the shoe section. And if you are even doing some retail shopping, go check out the clearance section to see if you can retail arbitrage some shoes. And lastly, in 5th place, we have sweaters. I made $154 from sweaters, and I sold 16 of them this month. Mostly cardigans. Cardigans are selling so well right now. It doesn't even matter what style. I sold thin knit, I sold thick knit, I sold patterned, I sold plain. But if you want to pick up a style that will sell really fast, the comfy, oversized cardigans, especially with the button front, and if it's cropped, even better, are gonna go super duper fast for you guys. Plus size sweaters were selling really well for me. I didn't always pay attention to brand whenever it came to a plus size sweater. I just looked at the style, and if the style looked like it was modern enough and it was a good price, I went ahead and picked up those plus size sweaters. Also want to look out for those cool design features like some fun sleeves, tiered sleeves, bell sleeves, different necklines like a cow neckline or a nice turtleneck or mock neck. And of course, Christmas holiday sweaters are going to sell like hotcakes over the next 2 months. Speaking of what to pick up to sell for over the next 2 months and even going into January, here's some items that are selling super fast right now and what you should be looking out for November. And the reason that I know that they're selling fast is because to find out these styles, I went to Poshmark and I searched by just thin, and then I filtered by sold. And then you can see all the items that sold almost immediately. If they're at the top of the list there, that means that they were listed and then they sold. And there was like almost no time in between. So those are definitely going to be hot items. I also filtered by just shared to see what other type of items maybe didn't sell immediately but are selling a lot. Poshmark is a great resource for stuff like that. So if ever you're curious about what is selling right now, try doing that method to figure it out. So the first thing isn't necessarily a style, but I want to talk about materials, because materials can be so important around this time of year. People are searching specifically for wool sweaters, alpaca sweaters, cashmere sweaters, or just even long sleeve tops, coats or jacket. If you're going through these sections and you feel a nice material, check the material tag to see if it is a wool, a cashmere, an alpaca, anything that is of a higher quality material. Even if the brand's not there, that might still be a good pickup. The next thing to keep your eyes out for is leggings. Almost the entire feed was leggings. That and boots. It was just like leggings and boots. And specifically, I was seeing so many high-rise leggings and leggings with pockets on the sides. Those are so popular right now. Just having the pocket to put your cell phone in on the side of the leg is an amazing selling point. You also want to keep your eyes out for some great brands. I saw way too many Athleta leggings. Even for myself, I have a few Athleta leggings for sale, and some of them sold same day I listed them. Of course, Lululemon, Nike, Alo Yoga, Gymshark. I remember last year I had bundles of athletic wear selling from my closet. If I had a ton of leggings from a certain size, even if it was a no-name brand or a cheaper brand like a Target brand or Walmart brand or something, if it was at least a somewhat decent style, people bundle those things up. So specifically for Poshmark, it is so great to have multiples of the same size of athletic wear available for people to scoop up in a bundle. You also want to keep your eyes out for some men's items. Specifically, jeans have been selling almost the same day that I list them. Whenever I find a pair of men's jeans, whether it's a mall brand like American Eagle or a more popular brand like AG jeans, if you can get some men's jeans for good prices, give them a shot. Also, whenever I went to the men's section, all I saw were jerseys. Just jerseys for days, sports jerseys. So definitely keep your eyes out for those. And of course, sneakers. It was funny, my boyfriend was telling me yesterday I had sold a pair of shoes, and he's like, oh, women have so many different shoe styles to choose from and they're not always so expensive. And he's like, I don't think guys really have any cheap shoe options. And I'm like, oh, well, that's interesting to think about. It seems like guys are just more accustomed to paying up for their shoes, whereas women have more options, and we know that we can get certain shoes for quite a low price if we wanted to in department stores and whatnot. Guys are willing to spend more because they just don't have as many options. Since we are now into the main holiday shopping season, new with tags items are selling so well. So if you want to do some retail arbitrage, keep your eyes out for those cozy PJs, the fleece sweaters, you know, anything that you could cozy up in on the couch, even mugs and blankets and socks and slippers and all those type of things are going to do very well over the next few months. Also specifically new with tags, jackets and shoes are just flying off the shelves. All I saw were jackets and shoes, new with tags, selling like crazy for really good money. So if you happen to be doing some retail arbitrage and you can find those type of things on clearance, it might be worth the pickup for resale. And the last thing I want to tell you guys about are sweats. This one might be a given because, as we've been talking about, people just want to be comfy right now. A lot of people are staying home. They want to be comfortable. Think about all of the kids that are spending half their time in classes and half their time not in classes, because a lot of schools are doing a hybrid model where some of the classes are in person and some of them aren't. They're spending so much time at home, and even whenever you go to class in college, you still wear a lot of sweats. So that's just what people are wearing right now, you know? They're wearing sweatshirts, they're wearing sweatpants, they're wearing crop sweatshirts specifically to go with their high-waisted leggings and cropped hoodies. I guarantee you, if I walked onto a college campus right now, I would just see leggings and cropped hoodies and sweatshirts and sweatpants for days. And it's not even just college kids, you know, a lot of people out of school, like even myself, whenever I'm not filming a YouTube video and wearing my cute embroidered shirt, I'm in my Fabletics leggings, my Joy Lab leggings, my Fabletics Sherpa / fleece oversized hooded sweater with thumb holes. It's my go-to. Think about things that you want to wear and then pick up those things to resell, because I guarantee you it's not just you that wants to wear them. There's other people out there that want the same things. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. I appreciate every single person that subscribes. And I hope that you all have a wonderful November, just not even reselling wise. Like, I hope you all have a super successful reselling November, but also just personally, I hope that it's just a wonderful, relaxing, you know, happy month for you. Have a good rest of your day, everybody. Bye.